Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Monday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. Remember that today is a brand new day, and this is a brand new moment. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And today I have with me the energy of Archangel Michael, who wants to consider the possibility that truth is the sword of love, which is a very fascinating and apropos thing for Michael, as he is often portrayed as having a sword. And again, this is not an actual weapon. It's a metaphor for something that is willing and able to cut through BS that we don't need. We're going to get into that very shortly, but I want to say good morning again. Remember, if you're new, remember to share this video out with other people. Like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Do what you can to help the algorithm bring this information to more people that they can receive it too. Good morning, Kira. Hi. We'll give everybody a chance to come connect with us here and now. So we're at this very interesting point in consciousness as a species, right? You see, there's so much deception and lies, and the problem that people face now is politicians and world leaders have gotten so greedy, and they use the rule of law to hide the crimes they've committed. And you can see this in policy being made all over the world right now, where literally rules and laws are being made to protect themselves from their own lies they've propagated. Things like the whole thing with the whole thing with the pokey things going on there, folks. I just received a report this morning that they now estimate that 20% of the people in New Zealand were affected by that in a more detrimental way than you realize. It's important you understand that lying is only a function of self-preservation. Taxation is a weapon. Think about things like this. Anyway, truth is the sword of love is the subject today. And those are my personal opinions, what you've just heard there. I do not agree with what I see occurring on the planet right now with the political machinations, all scrambling to hide from the error of their ways. You cannot hide from the truth. You can't hide from the truth. What Michael was saying to me this morning, he said the function of the truth is that it establishes integrity. Integrity is a function of love. Truth is the vehicle through which integrity is restored. Integrity is a function of love. Many on this planet now are out of integrity with themselves, choosing to avoid the function of truth for personal gain and denying, therefore, the function of love and how it would aid humanity in moving into a new age in a very profound and most venerable way. But as you continue to align yourself to truth, you will bring yourself closer to love. Truth can be very unpleasant and uncomfortable, especially if you have not been living it. If you've not been living in truth, you will be living in a lie. And if you are living in a lie, you will be in discomfort. That lie can be a simple manifestation of not treating your physical body with the proper regard that it deserves, the degrading of your health by not honoring the truth of what your body needs is a simple example of how you cannot hide from the truth for very long. That is, if you do not do the right things for your body, that it will begin to get ill and degrade. You cannot escape the truth, no matter what sort of contrivances you use. No matter what subterfuges you use, the truth always seeks to establish integrity, which is a function of love. There is a huge movement on the planet with all of God's children right now that are asserting the truth with even greater respect and diligence. But the time for tolerating the time for tolerating a lie is coming to an end. That you cannot call a lie the truth, nor can you call the truth a lie. And yet, many of you have been convinced to do this because you've placed your trust in certain functions of activity, believing that tolerance is always a good thing. It's important you understand that tolerance is not always a good thing. If you tolerate a lie, you will tolerate suffering. And that is the truth, that all suffering in its roots is fundamentally a function of lies and deception. All suffering is essentially a function of lies and deception. To be fearless in speaking the truth and acting upon it, you will find that your life will begin to become more godlike, in that you will be functioning from a position of integrity, which supports and sustains life in a rational and reasonable way. But you cannot say that that which is a lie is the truth. You shall suffer accordingly. It is a simple fact. It is not something that God imposes upon man, suffering. This is something that man poses upon itself. Through a denial of the truth, you shall suffer. It's important that you look at the things around you in the world that are speaking to you, what you listen to, what you observe, and from whom it comes. If you do not understand, and please, the existing system was built upon a trust, your trust in certain individuals to guide you and lead you to a greater expression of love. When one recognized they could gain advantage over others by being deceptive and reap the benefit of that, they found themselves, of course, now behind a wall of lies, as you see many of your leaders around this world stuck behind their walls of lies. Many of your systems of economics, health, and social function are built upon the sands of lies, and they shall fall and crumble under the mere existence of their illusion. But truth is the sword of love. If you assert the truth in the face of a lie, you shall restore love. If you assert the truth in the face of a lie, you shall restore love to yourself, to the individuals whom you would speak the truth, and to humanity as a whole. And this is a very simple message, that you cannot say that something is something that it is not. You cannot say that a man is a woman or a woman is a man. That is a lie. And the truth of this will come out, and the suffering that comes from such a lie will come out as well. And no matter what mechanisms of deceit and deception you would choose to use to try and hide the suffering caused by your lies, the truth will still come out. And there are many individuals on this planet now coming out, acknowledging the truth, becoming fearless in expressing that truth, refusing to accept a lie as the truth. That these individuals are the innocent ones that would do good and no harm unto others, but even they now have come to realize that the time for tolerance is drawing to a close, that you cannot tolerate a lie as the truth. It is not sustainable, nor is it in alignment with the function of love, what you would call your God, as that function of consciousness that is God is love, for it gives life. Do not grow tolerant of a lie. You have been taught to grow tolerant of lies, and those who propagated the lies in the first place are now hiding in the corners of their castles, in the hallowed halls of their so-called leaderships, perpetuating further lies to hide themselves from the wrath of truth. And the wrath of truth cannot be denied. It shall come to pass that a lie cannot be the truth, and it shall fall like a poorly made house onto the heads of those who stand in such a house. So take this as a very gentle but very clear opportunity to assert that you do know what the truth is, that it cannot be denied, that you would not accept a lie from another as if it were the truth. And then you shall begin to find yourself returning back to the place of love, in alignment with love, in full and complete alignment with love. This is what truth will establish. Truth will establish love. And it can be very hard to hear the truth sometimes, especially when you've been living in a lie for a long period of time. Your leaders hide behind their lies. They hide protected falsely by those that they would have protect their physical well-being. Your leaders cannot walk down the streets feeling safe and secure in the integrity of their own being, for the deception of their lies is well known, but more of you must stand up for this now. And when will you do this? The Great Awakening is happening right now. It cannot be stopped. You are finding this place of liberation, but you will only find it if you live through the truth. You cannot find it in a lie. You must consider this. One would not harm one who loved them. One would not harm one who loves them. And you find the secular nature of your leaders is such that they are built in the fortresses of lies. And all that they can say and do, their lies so deeply entrenched in the consciousness of their own minds, that all and every act that many of your leaders are performing now come from the place of deceptiveness, wickedness, cruelty. You must recognize this now and seek not to continue to favor such things. A true leader would walk freely among you, and you would delight in their presence around you. You would not make them godlike. You'd simply understand that they are a good individual. The one that you know and have been calling for has arrived, is upon the face of the earth again. And the cleansing that was once spoken of shall happen again. It is happening right now. And you can create as many devices as you want to keep an eye on things, to watch your people, to make certain that you are safe behind the wall of lies that you've created. But you cannot remain long behind a wall of lies. For the trump will sound, and the walls shall fall, and they who are behind them shall be revealed to you for what they are, and your time to rejoin the function of love shall return. But you cannot pretend that a lie is the truth, nor can you pretend that a truth is a lie. Only through the use of the truth will you restore love. Only through the truth shall you restore love to your humanity. Wow. Thank you. That's a very interesting message. But time is important, right? In this world, time is important. I'm told we have 20 years to get our act together. We have to shift our collective unconsciousness from fear to love. And we cannot do that by living in lies and deception or tolerating them. You cannot tolerate them anymore or turn a blind eye to it. Yes, I know. He's just saying this is what the problem is. Many of you are simply surrendered to the lies as it being easier than resisting with the truth. He's saying that if you resist with the truth, you will surely be restored to love. If not in this world, then in the world of the Father, you shall be restored to love. You know, as many of you know that have been coming here, this is not a political channel. This is an awakening channel. This is about this ascension movement. And it really is a beautiful time to return yourself to love, to begin to focus on that. Hi, Khan. How you doing? So there's going to be a lot more unfolding in these next couple of years for all of us. And they keep telling me the same thing. Meditation, hydration, grounding, eating proper food. And as Michael's saying today, truthfulness. Truthfulness can be a very difficult thing to do sometimes, the truth. You know, everybody's had their moments where we've all had our moments, haven't we? The truth can be very painful, but can be very liberating. Ultimately, it'll return you to love. The truth will return you to love. Thank you, Michael. I'm going to go on to questions. Hi, Nikki. Thank you so much. It's not an easy thing. People people will do things for just selfish reasons. Don't understand why. And we've all been there. I've been there many years ago. Spent years being selfish. But you need to understand you cannot turn a blind eye. You cannot pretend anymore that something is true when it's not. You can't. We can't keep doing this. It's not sustainable. Like Michael was saying, like literally lies upon lies will fall upon your heads. Yeah, and he's also saying right now, like this is a literal thing, that the great houses of law around the world shall shake and fall asunder. Literally, they're going to fall asunder. You cannot build a house of lies and pretend it's the truth. It's going to fall. Like there's going to be a physical event that's going to happen in the next 20 years. That's going to literally, yes, I know, but Ian will too. So Master Jesus also said to me that if humanity can shift itself away from fear back to love, and fear includes deceptiveness, anger, greed, lust, avarice, all these different functions of the lower nature that we all deal with by having physical bodies. But he said that we still have 20 years to really get our act collectively together. And that's really funny because I just heard today, that the global current that's happening around the world that circulates the oceans. And I'm not a scientist. I'm not that learned in that sense, but that these currents that keep the temperature on the planet the way it is are beginning to slow down. The currents are beginning to get weak, and circulation of the planet is having problems right now. And they say that there's a direct correlation between what's happening in our environment and how we are being as a species. What we are thinking, what we are doing, what we are saying is affecting everything. I was told that the great herds that roamed North America, the buffalo, for example, all the fishes of the sea, all of these things were contributing to a dynamic functioning of the global environment. Like all these different life forms were participating in this harmonious, incredible dance of life. And that when humans began to take out the herds, the fishes, and we started to diminish the different parts of this wonderful, beautiful life that we have here, and we began to disable it. It's kind of ironic because as we disabled life on the planet, like the herds of buffalo, the great schools of fishes and whales and other life forms in the sea, as we disabled all of those things, we were also disabling ourselves. And you can see how much more disease and physical disease and mental disease there are upon the planet, dis-ease, that there's a correlation between what we are thinking, saying, and doing and how we are experiencing. You cannot treat the world a certain way and expect to not be treated back a certain way. And we are responsible for the effects of our own causes. We really are. Well, the pressure isn't in saving the planet. The pressure is in restoring love. Somebody's saying here, I feel so much pressure about saving. There's not a pressure about saving the planet. The planet will do fine. But what we need to do is restore ourselves to love's function. What are the functions of love? Truth is a function of love. Compassion is a function of love. Kindness, non-aggression, integrity. We have a leadership on our planet right now that is not in integrity with truth, that believe that they can now orchestrate humans to be exactly the way they want them to be. Boy, are they in for a surprise. There's an intelligence, quantum science is now revealing there's this intelligence that's omnipresent. It's omnipresent. And if this intelligence is omnipresent, then it must also be omniscient, which means all-knowing. And it stands to reason, in my mind at least, that if there's an all-knowing intelligence, that it can't make a mistake. That an all-knowing intelligence cannot make a mistake. And so no matter what men may think they can do or create, and when I say men, I'm being generic about humanity, okay? So men generally speaking, mankind generally speaking, has this place of thinking they're so special. And we are in one sense, but you're not so special that you can escape the effects of your own causes. None of us are. And yet there are beings on the planet that believe they can orchestrate and now govern and create and manipulate human beings. All these cameras and surveillance you're seeing all over the world now, these are the devices of lies, Michael was saying. Surveillance, television, radio, they've now become devices to maintain the lies. The lies of what taxation is, the lies of what disease and mental health is. All these things are devices designed to protect them from the lies they hide behind. They've taken money, they allocate great wealth, they invade countries and harm people for greed and gain. That's not going to be tolerated much longer. You cannot escape the effects of your own causes. So it's about restoring love for yourself and for your family. Restore love's function. And yeah, I'm just asking him about tolerance, because how do we not be tolerant and get these beings that are doing this to stop doing this? He's saying literally, there's two ways you can go. You can go by the way of the sword, or you can go by the way of the spirit. The way of the spirit is far more preferable than the way of the sword. If you understand the nature of your ability to commune with the divine within yourselves, if you understand your ability to commune with the divine, if you prefer the term God, then you may use that term, to commune with God within you, to understand that you may, not pleadingly, but say, Lord, fix this, correct this. Do not come across to the divine as if you are weak. Be strong. But it is to restore love to your houses. Restore love to your houses. But yeah, that's really interesting. Someone saying, I'm struggling today. Okay, I'm being told to tell you this. If you're struggling right now today emotionally, sit down, because a lot of people are going through this right now with these energies coming to the planet. There are hosts of angels here, folks. Literally millions of angels on this planet right now. Literally millions of angels. And their energy, with the energy coming in from the divine, is affecting all of us. Okay? So if you're struggling today, what you need to do is stop struggling with your struggle. You need to sit with the feelings, the emotions, because a lot of people are going through anxiousness and depression and frustration and nervousness. So take a moment then, feel that feeling of struggle in your body. Feel that feeling of struggle where it is in your body. Bring your awareness to that feeling of struggle and speak and think these words to that feeling of struggle or sadness or depression or anxiousness. Whatever the struggle that you're in emotionally, even if it's financial, there's an emotion connected to everything in your life. But whatever your struggle is, feel the struggle and communicate these thoughts and these words to that struggle. I am with you. I love you. I will take care of you. Even if I do not understand you, and even if I do not know how to at this moment. And as you communicate those words to that feeling inside, notice how the feeling reacts and responds. A lot of people are carrying around emotions that you've been given. This is important to understand this. A lot of you are carrying around emotions that you were given by movies, by television, by entertainment systems. You've been given to feel afraid, or to feel angry, or to feel aggressive, or to feel terrified. A lot of you have been given emotions, not realizing that what you were watching was giving you something. Because what you allow into your mind, what you allow into your ears, will affect you. So these words, I am with you, I love you, I will take care of you, even if I do not know how to at this moment. Just speak and think those words with the feeling of certainty to those words. Give the words certainty. You can give feeling to your own words, you can go, I am getting better every day in every way. You can speak those words and give them life, because you are life. Your nature is life. So whatever your struggle is, depression, anxiety, money, things going around, you just think and speak those words to that situation. No matter what, I'm willing to love you, even if I don't understand you. You speak and think words that establish a new energy into the situation. But most people shake in fear, right? Oh my God, what am I going to do? No, that's not going to solve it. It's you feel the fear and you say to the fear, I'm willing to love you and take care of you, even if I do not understand you You need to communicate an energy to your energy that changes it, right? You can learn about this in our masterclass series. You only got about 2.5 weeks left to sign up for Masterclass 101 Awakening. It's a 3-week course, about 1 hour a day from Sunday to Friday every week for 3 weeks. And you'll learn to connect to your guides and your angels. And there are millions of them here. There's no lack of angels upon the planet that you can communicate with. You learn how to do that. You're not here to struggle alone. You never were. And you know that. Part of you knows that. Blessings and light to you. Hi, Guy. Guy's asking, is there a message from my late grandmother, Annie, for me? Thank you. I don't know why she's just saying, knit 1, purl 2. Why are you saying that? She wants you to put it together carefully. She's telling me to tell you to be very mindful in what you're doing. Go a little slower. Do not hurry. Take your time with what you're doing. It will come out. It will work out now, but go slower. No hurry to it. No hurry. Knit 1, purl 2. Don't worry about being fast. Concern yourself with being good and careful and mindful. Wow. That's really cool. She's showing me white roses for you as well. Someone's asking for a daughter. Anything from my daughter, Leela. I don't know why, but I'm being shown a yellow butterfly, like a big yellow butterfly. Yeah. So the yellow, but it's a big yellow butterfly. Why are you showing the butterfly for her this time? She says that you'll understand how much she loves you. You'll understand how much she loves you and how close she actually is to you. Something about that you know, something that you and her know about that yellow butterfly that's very special to you too. So that's her way of communicating that to you. With regard to mediumship, it's important you understand that mediumship is a skill that must be developed. Jesus spent almost 30 years studying, meditating, practicing, connecting and communing with God within him to learn to teach and ministrate the way he does. Because it's not the way he did, he does. He still ministrates. He still ministrates in many dimensions. But you understand that mediumship is something that you can learn to develop. And you learn to develop it by getting your mind out of the way, learning to hear with your spiritual ears, see with your spiritual eyes. These are things you can learn to do. And I highly recommend you take our masterclass, 101 Awakening, which will introduce you to the process. And then once you start to learn the fundamental skills, you got to practice them so that you develop, so that you learn to hear, you learn to see, and you improve as you gain more familiarity with those senses. Just as the same way as you learn to improve how you walked and how you talked, how you spoke, how you write, how the different things you do in your day-to-day physical life, you practice them. But the same thing is true for your spiritual gifts. You have to develop them and practice them so that they become a natural functioning part of your life. Everybody has them, but very few people have developed them. Jesus always says, everybody's got physical eyes, but many cannot see. And it's really true. People are so attached to what they see with their eyes, they don't listen or see with their spiritual eye or hear with their spiritual ear. Hi, Lindsay. Good to see you, darling. Wonderful. Glad you made it. It's just funny. I was just thinking about you yesterday. How bright and energetic you are. Hope you're having a great time in Austin. Wonderful. Thank you for that. Yeah, she says she's never left you, Cheryl. Your mom, she said she stayed with you. She's saying she'll be with you to the time of fulfillment. What do you mean by that? When you get to that point where you say, my life is as I need it to be now, I am fulfilled, she will come back into an incarnation. But she's been with you and will remain with you until you get that, what she's calling the time of fulfillment, right? Question from Lisa. I would love to know if Archangel have something for me with my past spiritually and healing my inner child. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for that question. Oh, let me take those banners off. Let's get these out of the way. There we go. So yeah, the first and foremost thing, if you want to really start waking up, take our masterclass series. Lisa, register for our 101 masterclass on Awakening. You want to start to get in touch with your guides and your angels directly. Then take our introductory class, Awakening, Masterclass 101. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. It starts in about 2.5 weeks. You'll learn the basic skills you need to learn in order to begin to connect to your guides and angels, because they do have messages for you. Absolutely. The other option, you can always book a one-on-one reading with me. Again, you can do that through my website. You can book a one-on-one reading and have a very intense, intimate connection with your guides and your angels, who will give you information that's going to be uniquely and intimately personal for you and your growth and your change in your life. And it's very, very precise and accurate in terms of what it is going to be for you individually. It's a very different type of process. But thank you for that question. Hi, Drusilla. Good to see you. Question from Drusilla. My son is buying a business. Any message for him? Do the dance of success before every day starts. Do a dance of success before every day starts. Do a dance of success before every day starts. And I'm being shown like a cowboy riding like a bronco, woo-ha, riding it and being able to stay on. So yeah, he's gonna have a lot of fun. There'll be some things shaking around, but he's gonna have a great time. Thank you, Drusilla. Appreciate that question. Yeah, he says he wants you to pay. Somebody's asking for something. Who are you? Just Me is asking for a message from her ex-husband. Again, he wants you to pay attention to him. You're not hearing him. You're not recognizing his presence with you. It's very frustrating for him. He says, you got to listen to his energy. Like what the yearning you have for connecting with him physically, that's the time when he's energetically close to you. Like right now, like he's really snuggled up close to you energetically. He says that he got you to ask that question so that you could hear this answer. But right now, just feel his presence with you. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, because he does not have a physical body. For those of you that are wanting to connect your loved ones that are not in a physical body, they do not have a physical body to connect you with, but they still are in conscious. They are an energy that can connect and interact with you, a loving presence that you know and are familiar with. But just feel him present with you right now. Like feel his energy. Right? Receive the love that he's transmitting and give the love that you're wanting him to receive. He's saying thank you. He's saying thank you to me because he wants you to acknowledge that. Feel his presence and share with us what you begin to feel as you allow yourself to tune into his energy instead of thinking that he's gone or not in existence anymore. You can't leave existence. You can only change form. Wonderful. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you for that super chat, Drusilla. Love you guys too. Had a DV situation with my husband. Should I divorce him? Again, most relationships have problems not because there's a problem with the love, but there's a problem with understanding how to communicate that love. Communication is the biggest problem in relationships now. And again, for you, I'm being told, no, it would not be a good idea to take that route at this time. But you want to find an individual that can communicate with the two of you in such a fashion that you can learn to hear what each other are not saying to each other. You guys you've needed a lot from one another, but neither one of you knows how to communicate to it because neither one of you know how to hear each other properly. You just don't know how to hear each other properly. That's not that. And so people tend to run outside of relationships like that because they're not being heard, not being validated. And it's true both ways. Men and women are equally guilty of that. But you really want to find an individual that can really effectively help you with building a proper system of communication and empathy and hearing and understanding. Especially men. Men have to learn how to hear women a little differently. Sometimes women just need to be heard. We don't need to comment on everything and say or try to fix the problem. Sometimes women just need to be heard, right? And that's a simple truth. Thank you for that super chat. Oh, that sticker, Amanda. Really appreciate that. Hi, Natalia. He says hi to you as well. Hi, Marina. Thank you for that. Wonderful. Thank you so much for those roses. I really appreciate it. Can I tell you the name of what your spiritual guide is? It's funny. The name that came up to my mind immediately was It's spelled like Archimedes, but it's Archimedes. It's a very different spelling, but it's spelled like the word Archimedes, who was an ancient Greek inventor and philosopher. But the pronunciation is different. It's Archimedes. A very different pronunciation. Yeah, if you speak the name, you'll feel the vibration where he is positioned in space-time around you. You'll feel his energy around you, right? It's pretty cool. Can I do a question about my parents? They both died. Yes, of course you can. We'll get you a question. It's the best we can. If you're concerned you're not going to get your question answered today, then please use the super chat feature if you're on YouTube, or use the Linktree link on my bio on my TikTok channel, and you can get a question answered privately as well, because there's some questions that people might have that are very private and intimate. You can use the PayPal feature to for as little as a penny, ask a question. It's pretty simple. Question from Basia. My aunt is on the way to the hospital. What is the message from her higher self? Focus on the breath. Tell her to focus on the sacred breath. Yes. There's a being here. Goes by the name of Devin. This being goes by the name of Devin. That's with your aunt right now. He's trying to get her to just breathe slowly, to feel the sacredness of the breath. Very important for her to focus on the sacredness of her breath. Her higher self is not saying anything, but this being named Devin is saying, get her to focus on the sacredness of her breath, and tell her to stay with this. Tell her to stay with that, the sacredness of her breath. All right. Thank you. I got that. Is there anything about my mom, dad, and my brother Terry? I'm just getting a party going on. There's a lot of fun going on with them right now. They're still together in energy. They're still having a good time. And they're having a party actually right now. It's really cool. Yes, I understand. I see that right now. Will my son return home? If I tune into your son's energy right now, he's on his own adventure right now. He's on an adventure that his soul chose to go on. When he gets over his ego, he'll reconnect with you. He'll reconnect you. When he gets over that, he'll reconnect you. Hi. Hi there. Hi, guys. Does my mother have a message for me? Oh, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, Bartman. Yeah, okay. She's just showing me this. She's just showing me this weird. She's showing me the face of a mystic by the name of Sai Baba. She's showing me the picture of a being by the name of Sai Baba. I don't know why she's showing me that, but why are you showing me that? She wants you to focus on your higher spiritual life. But she's showing me this image of Satya Sai Baba, who was a mystic that left his physical embodiment within the last 20 years, I think. But she's sending me this image and telling you to focus on your higher spiritual development. Yes. Your higher spiritual development. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, I see that. I got that. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Natalie. Can I have a message from my sister-in-law, Pauline, please? It's funny, I'm getting an old song coming in my head going, operator, let me make this call. She's trying to connect to you, like right now. Like, close your eyes. She's telling me to tell you to close your eyes right now. Like, close your eyes. Close your eyes. And the first thing you see will be the message she wants to give you. The first thing you see when you close your eyes is the message she wants to give you. And whatever that message was, please leave a notation about it in the comment section and tell us what that message meant to you. Yes, you can learn to connect your guides and angels. It's really straightforward and simple once you understand the process. Just like you had to learn mathematics, like 2 + 2 is 4, you learn addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. You learn these things over a period of time. The function and practice of mediumship is a skill that you need to develop as well. And mediumship can give you access to really beautiful, wonderful wisdom and knowledge from God, from the ascended masters, and it can also be misused, but it's still a skill that can be developed. You need to learn how to connect to your guides and angels, and the simplest way is to take our masterclass 101 on Awakening. It begins in about 2.5 weeks, or actually less than 2 weeks now. Begins March the 9th. It's a 3-week program where you'll learn the simple, easy-to-use techniques to begin to sense and feel and connect to your guides and your angels and the beings that want to work with and through you at this time. Whether it's Master Jesus or Buddha or God himself, right? Or herself, depending on your perspective on energy. Again, mediumship is a skill like learning to walk or talk. Many religions, many formal religions often look down upon the idea of mediumship as something that's evil. It's not evil. It can be used evilly, but it is not by nature evil. There are many beings on the planet that are using it for dark reasons. And there are many beings on the planet using it for the reasons of love. But I can assure you that everybody within them has the capability to learn to connect to their guides, their angels, to connect to the divine, to receive inspiration. Do not go through life wondering if you can know the answers to certain questions. You can. You just have to learn the simple techniques. Go register, WilliamMichaelForbes.com. It's 101 Masterclass Awakening. You'll find that on my website. Thank you. Yes. Another person asking, what is my mission? Hi, Astorian. Again, everybody came here for a purpose. You came here for a purpose, and every one of you knows it. Everybody knows it. Why don't you know what your purpose is? I'll tell you why. This is what they told me. The existing educational system forced everybody to look outside themselves for their purpose. Look out there to that job, become a doctor, become a lawyer, become this, become something out there. You were never trained in conventional education to go within, to where you are, to where God is within you, where God will actually reveal to you your purpose, whether it's to be a mother or a father or an artist. Your purpose and the knowledge of your purpose and what you're here to do is within you. Jesus says this all the time, the kingdom of God is within you. What is the kingdom of God? It is all possibilities. And if you don't know how to go within, you will learn how to do that in our masterclass. You will actually learn the function of meditation at its most simplest and practical way so you can begin the journey away from the world back inside. It's also referred to in biblical teachings as the return of the prodigal son, where you've been lost in the world of matter, disconnected. You've left the house of the Father, which is within you, right? And you learn to go back inside and connect through meditation, through learning how to raise the vibration of your body, for purifying the body by eating properly, drinking properly, exercising properly, learning simple practical things that reconnect you to the divinity. But the existing systems of education have drawn everybody outside of themselves. And so you're disconnected from the very source of your own purpose, which is within you. And again, I keep being shown like a script, like a scribe, like a writer. Writing would be very powerful for you. The person that asked that question about their purpose. Writing would be very powerful for you to start to write down some of your inner thoughts. not about what you think about the world. To reconnect to your purpose, you got to go within. And that's where it is within all of you. That's why it's been so confusing for so many people, because it's not out in the world. The essence of who you are is within you. You know, I think I'm not sure which verse in Matthew it is, but it's the kingdom of God is within you, in the city of 9 gates. Thank you for that, teddy bear. Really appreciate that. It's in the city of 9 gates. It's within you. That's where God, the kingdom of all knowledge, is within you, right? And you'll reconnect to that through meditation. Thank you so much. Khan saying, I hope you take all the courses. They are the fastest way to connect with yourself, releasing you from the suffering and pain. And it's really true. It really, really is true. Thank you, Khan. Really appreciate that. Brittany's asking, questions are going pretty fast. Hi, guys. Brittany's asking, any message from my Nana through this transition I'm going through? She's like showing your feet going slowly. Go slowly, slowly, slowly. She says to tell you to behave like you've got all the time in the world. She wants you to behave like you've got all the time in the world. Do these things. Yes. And stop underestimating how strong you are. She's saying, stop underestimating how strong you are. Stop it. Stop doing that. You are connecting. That's good. Hi. Hi from Greece. Shall I be with C in a relationship? Not if you don't talk to him about it. Communication is so important. You know, we got to get back to that sandbox mentality. You know, you go out in the sandbox with the other kids and you just go, hi, my name is Johnny and what's your name? Can we play? Would you like to play? And you start playing. Talk, communicate. How can you know what you don't know unless you ask? Ask. Tell them you want this. Tell them what you want. People can't give you what you want if you don't tell them what you want, can they? It's true. Sign up for a masterclass and surrender all your fear. Get it out of your system. Or book a one-on-one reading with me. But if I tune into that person, again, they're going through a similar version of what you are, not knowing how to say to you what you want, don't know how to say to them. Hi. Yeah, learn to run your mind. This is a common question we get. What can I do to improve my spiritual journey? You need to learn to run your own mind, not to let your mind run you, right? Because most people have been conditioned to let their mind run them. What's been put in your mind, most of it not even yours. You want to learn to run your own mind again so that you're not the content of the mind. You're operating and editing and changing and modifying the content so it serves you. But that'll really help you on your spiritual journey. Sign up for the masterclass. Be in a community where people are actively, consciously, deliberately learning to focus their attention, take authority over their minds, take authority over your body instead of being subjective to them. Most people are suffering because they believe that mind is more powerful than they are. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions. Hear those words. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You have thoughts. You have emotions, and most of them damn well aren't even yours. Most of the thoughts and emotions you've got were given to you by the world. And until you learn to take authority over your own mind, then the world is going to manipulate you. Politicians will be able to manipulate you. Governments will be able to manipulate you. Your friends will be able to manipulate you unless you can run your own thinking again. And you've been trained in an educational system that teaches you to just sit and listen and obey. You're not in an educational system that teaches you to think and actively question and analyze. Why is this true? How is it that they could build pyramids with 2 million blocks? You know, what's the truth of these things? They don't teach you truth or critical thinking in schools anymore. They just teach you to sit and absorb what they tell you to sit and absorb. But yeah, you'll go a long way to liberating yourself from that. Yeah, we got that too. Hi there. Yeah, Basia, let me know how your aunt is. Get it when they talk to them. Hi. Good morning from Chicago. Message from my mom. She passed away 15 years ago. You mean she left her physical medium of expression? A message from your mom. I don't know why, but she's saying she likes the dog. She likes the dog. She says that she often speaks to you when you're lying in bed at night. She often speaks to you when you're lying in bed at night, but you often hear this strange noises. You don't quite hear what she's saying. You need to learn how to tune your clairvoyance, your inner ear, to hearing her. Yes. Yes. So she's also showing me corn. I don't know. She's showing me these giant corn stalks, that growth and change. Yeah. Grow some. Yeah. Okay. So growth and change are really important for you right now. Grow some. Grow some. She's just saying those words, grow some. I think she means that you need to grow some more. Yeah. Hi. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Got a great group here. Is my mother's sickness natural? I get a strong no for that right now. She needs to remove some of the heavy metals from her body. She needs to remove some of the heavy metals from her body. A lot of people have been given heavy metals without realizing they've been given heavy metals. You need to remove heavy metals out of the body. Lots of research out there on how to detoxify or pull heavy metals out of the body. A wonderful tool for that is a material called zeolite. Look that up, zeolite. Well, if you're asking the question, is G my forever person? If you're asking the question, you might want to ask yourself, why do you doubt it? Why do you have doubts about that? Why do you have doubt? Because doubt's just an energy you're holding on to. If you release the doubt from your system, then there's going to be no doubt. But what we hold on to emotionally becomes a functional part of our life. Everything in your life around you right now, everything, the people, the events, the circumstances around you right now, no matter where you are on the planet, whether you're in a war zone or sitting in front of your screen watching this, wherever you are, every event and circumstance in your life right now is connected to a thought and emotions that you hold inside you. And the question you have to ask yourself is, where are most of the thoughts and emotions you have inside you coming from? Where are most of the thoughts and emotions you have inside you? Where did they come from? Where did you get them from? Decide which ones you want to keep and decide which ones you want to get rid of, and do a house cleaning. You know, our Masterclass 101 on Awakening will show you how to begin to do a house cleaning. You'll learn directly from the Ascended Masters how you can actually begin to change the thoughts, the emotions, the memories that you've been given by the world, how to begin to get those out of the system so you can have a clear mind to begin to create the life that you really, 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 really want to live, right? Thank you. I see that. Wonderful. Question from SJK. I was once told my German great-grandmother Teresa was my spirit guide. Does she have any messages for me? She's moved on. She has not been with you for some time. She's back in a physical embodiment. She's back in a physical embodiment. She says that your paths will cross in this world again. Your paths will cross in this world again. But she's in a physical embodiment. She's not outside of the physical embodiment now. She's come back in, not by the same name, but the same soul. You'll know her when you see her. You will. Yeah. Hi, William. Is anyone with me? I get two. Yeah, I get the goddess Isis is with you. The energy of the goddess Isis is with you right now. It'd be really beneficial for you to contemplate hieroglyphics, to like just look at hieroglyphics today. It's going to stimulate and activate an energy in your system that's been laying dormant. But to just go online and look up Egyptian hieroglyphics and just watch them and just let the energy that's in the hieroglyphics stimulate and open up this, she's calling it a porthole inside you. A porthole of knowledge inside you will be activated by doing that. That's really cool. Someone's saying to Patty, yeah, go to my website. For those of you that want to know more about classes or courses, and if you want to know how to book a one-on-one session with me, go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. And you can check out the shop there and register for our upcoming one-on-one masterclass, which is an introductory into mediumship. What is it really about? How its purpose and function? Because remember, Jesus was a medium. Buddha was a medium. They all spoke to God and the divine. So did Yogananda. Most mystics have become mediums. They get to a place where they commune with different beings. The Archangel Gabriel communed with Master Jesus when he was in angelic form, not in a physical form. So mediumship is a natural function of your soul that again can be used to access higher levels of information and lower levels of information. We teach people how to raise the vibration of their body by changing what they eat, what they think, meditation, proper hydration, proper grounding. You learn certain fundamental things to raise your vibration up, because when you raise your vibration up, you connect to energies on that level. If you lower your vibration, you'll connect to energies on that level. You can connect to lower vibrational destructive energies if your vibration is low, right? You want to raise your vibration. You'll learn how to do that. Thank you so much. I want to say this to everybody because how much how loved you are. Like just how loved some of you don't even know that you are. And if you could take 5 minutes every day to just sit down, relax, clear your mind. Just clear your mind of all thinking, because you can do that. Your mind is your instrument. It's not who you are. And just clear your mind of thinking and just let your body relax. And just make a conscious decision to connect to Master Jesus or connect to God or connect to your loved ones. They're not gone. They're just not in a physical medium of expression anymore. That's all. When people leave the body, when the body ceases to function, the soul does not die. The body ceases to function. The soul moves on to an energy, a frequency of energy that's not physical anymore. So they're not perceptible to your physical senses, but they can remain perceptive to your spiritual senses. So you want to learn how to open your spiritual senses. Open your eyes so you can see, not your physical eyes, your inner eye, your inner ear, not your physical ear, right? You're not going to hear any of this in school. They won't teach you this in school or university. They don't want you to know just how powerful you really are and how connected you are to the divine. Hi, guys. My Mima passed away last month. I wish she would speak with me. Okay, listen. Luna, listening is important, but you've been so trained from years of her being around you. You learn to hear with your ears and you learn to see with your eyes. But sit down for a moment, like right now. I'm doing it right now. Sorry, she's just talking to me. She's telling me she's excited. She's excited for you to do this right now. So sit down right now. Relax. Forget the memory of your Mima. Be in the present moment and just think this thought to your Mima. I'm open and receptive to connecting with you right now. Just think that thought. I'm open and receptive to connecting with you right now. And then take a slow, deep breath and let the body relax. And then repeat that thought one more time. I'm open and receptive to connecting with you right now. And just do that a couple of times and then just feel what you start to feel. Just feel what starts to happen around your body and what starts to happen within you. And then share your experience in the comment section below so other people get a chance to have that as well. Thank you so much. It's wonderful. Anybody can do this. You can learn to tune your awareness to perceive the non-physical realms too. Hi there. They'll be with your. If you want somebody to be with you that's not in the physical form, you can ask for their presence. You can ask them, literally ask them to be present with you. There's simple ways you can learn to attune your awareness to feel their presence around you. They're not gone from creation, they're just gone from the physical dimension. So yeah, they come in and out. Oftentimes, most people, they come to you, you remember them and you feel sad, oh, they're gone. But in that moment, you block the communication. You block the fact that they're with you in that moment. If you could drop the idea that they're missing, that you're actually feeling their presence in that moment, you'll start to become more attuned to their presence when they come around you. Like my dad, when my biological dad comes around, I always get an urge for a beer, right? That's because that's his way of letting me know that he's around. And they'll connect you in the way that they can connect you in the way that you're able to receive at the level that you're at of perception. Thank you so much. Someone's asking, does my husband have a message for me? And what is his name? He wants you to go forward and be happy. He wants you to go forward and be happy. As to his name, this is not a dog and pony show here. And if you're looking for the certainty of evidence, right now you should in the next couple of moments hear a very loud noise. You'll hear very loud noise in the next few moments. That's your husband stimulating a message to know that you know, right? So just notice that noise. And then when that noise happens, make a comment about what the noise actually was, right? Yeah, we don't do dog and pony shows. We're not here to prove anything to anybody. But if you must know, I kept getting the word Michael. If that means anything to you. Can you read anything for me from my grandma or just anything from my guides? You need to relax. That anxiety that you've got, you need to chill it down. And the way you do that is tell the anxiety, be still, be quiet. Just speak to your anxiety, be still, be quiet, be peaceful, but do it gently. Do speak to your frustration, speak to your anxiety gently, be still, be quiet, be peaceful. That's one of the reasons why you're not able to hear them, because your anxiousness is very high. And it's very hard for them to communicate to you through fear. So you want to lower these intense emotions down, and you can easily do that. You'll learn that function as well in the masterclass, how to actually moderate and regulate your own emotional energy. Sending you love and light. Can I consider you a reading kindly and me a friend request? Love and light to you and to your family. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, you can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and you can choose a date and time for your reading from my calendar. And you'll receive an email confirming, once payment's gone through, you'll receive an email confirming the instructions you need to prepare for the reading and a calendar confirmation as to the date and time you've chosen. You can do that directly through my website. Thank you. I look forward to reading for you. That'd be really beautiful. What happens during a reading? Well, you come to the reading prepared. So you'll receive an email that tells you to prepare at least 10 questions that you want to ask. And what I do is I basically call in the guides and angels. They usually come in before you even arrive. I'm usually feeling their energy before you even arrive, so that when we come on live, your reading will be recorded, so you can download your reading immediately afterwards. And then you can ask your questions, and you'll get the answers from your guides and your angels, the answers to questions, information that's specifically intimate and unique to you, your life, your circumstances, your situations. There'll be the guides and angels that tend to work with you. So yeah, it's a very wonderful experience. There's some pretty witness miracles, and I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people's hearts open with tremendous joy and happiness when they realize that they're not alone anymore, that the answers to your questions are always available to you. And then when you start connecting to them yourselves, you'll never have to be alone. You never have to be without answer. Right. Hi, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Hi, guys. Good to see you. Oh, Emily's asking, I'm being told to answer this question. Emily's asking, can you tell me if our house will sell this week? I'm getting a yes, a strong yes, but a little no, but the no is like there's going to be a slight delay that happens, but I'm getting a strong yes, but there's going to be a slight delay. Don't get concerned about the delay at all. It's in perfect order. Remember that. Your house is being sold in perfect order. Think those words. My house is being sold in perfect order. So let me just, it's a yes, but there's a slight delay that's going to happen. Very small delay. Yeah, I love that. Someone saying, anything for me, I feel very deflated right now. Hi, Michelle. Okay, if you're feeling deflated, Michelle, sit down. If you're not already sitting, then take a deep breath. Fill your lungs completely. Hold the breath for a few moments. And when you exhale, let the body relax. And as your body's relaxing, turn your attention to all that thinking, all that sadness, all that that's going on. Turn your attention to it and speak and think these words to that deflated feeling. Speak and think these words to that deflated feeling. I am with you. I'm willing to love you, even if I do not understand you. I am with you. I'm willing to love you, even if I do not understand you. Think and speak those words to that feeling of deflation. And as you do that 2 or 3 times, please leave a comment in the comment sections about what you experienced when you did that, Michelle. We would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hi, guys. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. William, what if we never got to know them? My dad died when I was a baby. How do I know if he is the one? Because the energy is love. Understand, he didn't die. He left his physical medium of expression. That's like me saying, if this water evaporates out of this glass, it's dead. No, it's not. It's changed from one state into another. When people die, they're changing, they're moving their consciousness from one state of frequency to another, from a physical state to a non-physical state, from a state of matter to a state of energy at a different frequency. And they still exist. He's been with you all along. He's been guiding you, loving you, and cherishing you ever since. Have no fear. Daddy's here. That's what he's saying to me right now. That's wonderful. Yes, you do. Somebody's asking, do I have a baby in spirit ready to come to earth? Yes, you do. It's really, there's a lot of reluctance happening around coming to this planet right now, because this function of that people have been convinced to believe that the function, I'm going to be really frank and honest with you here, please. And this is my personal opinion, but I've been told this a lot, but in much nicer words than I'm going to use right now. The function of such things as terminating a pregnancy, because it's inconvenient to be pregnant, is telling a lot of souls to not bother coming. Souls come when you're ready to receive them. When you're ready to be a mother, you're ready to be, it's going to happen. And if you can embrace that and accept that and love that, it's going to happen really easy. But a lot of souls are saying, wait a minute, I'm coming here, I want to experience life. I don't want to experience being removed from my expression. So the function of terminating pregnancies without due regard to the consciousness of that soul that you've invited in. You've invited that soul into your life. And you think that's like saying you want somebody to be close to you, and then you kick them out the door. Come on into my house, have something, and then you kick them out the door. You offer them an invitation, and then you slam the door on them. That's really wrong. You'd be surprised at how much more capable and powerful you really are if you understood the blessing of motherhood or fatherhood, the blessing of it. I wish I had understood that many, many years ago, but a bit more deeply than I did when I first became a father. I wish I'd really understood the blessing that was given to me. And I do now, of course. I get to see the wonderful things that are happening. But you are, yes, that one is with you right now, waiting for you to accept them. And waiting for you to accept the love of the one that will be their father as well. Someone says, I have a hawk that likes to circle over me and fly low a few feet away. Does it have meaning? Yeah. You need to go into meditation. There are higher spiritual messages coming to you. That's the symbol of the hawk for you. There are higher spiritual messages trying to come to you. Remember, your guides and angels, your loved ones will try to communicate to you in the way that you're able to receive. But don't get focused on the hawk as being the source of the message. The hawk is the medium of the mechanism they're using to try and get you to realize there is a message. Close your eyes, go inside, contemplate what, yes, I will. Yeah. So the message I'm being told to tell you is to raise yourself up, fly above all those others around you right now, lift yourself above the people around you that are lower vibrational, that are not doing the right things, thinking the right things, not treating their bodies properly. You need to raise yourself up. That's the message I'm getting from that symbol. And again, you can go inside yourself and go inside. What is the meaning of this for my life? And you'll get the same message ultimately, that you need to raise your energy up, right? You need to start changing some of the things you're eating, change some of the things you're drinking, change some of the things you're doing. Raise your energy up, right? This is the time of ascension, folks. Hi, guys. Hi, Allison. Will my husband buy a new house this year? Well, it's not going to be a new house, but it'll be a new house in the sense you're going to move into it. But it's not going to be a new house, like brand new house. It's going to be a new house for you guys, but it's not going to be a new house, like a brand new house. But it'll be a new house for you. Yes, your mother is okay. You know, people, when you see people in their last moments of life, the soul is transitioning from the body. Many souls, I get this a lot, people will stay and linger on in sickness because they're afraid and concerned for you, that you might not be able to manage without them. And I'll share the story with you about my father. My father, when he was on his last minutes of life, and he had been clinging for quite some time. He'd been in a dis-ease state for a while, and now there he was in the bed, and he had asked to be medicated so he didn't have to experience the physical pain anymore. And I went there. My sister Patty was there with me, and we're sitting there, and I just had this overwhelming urge to just say to my dad, "You do not owe me anything, Dad, and you don't owe anybody in this world anything. You're free to go. You are completely free to go." And as I spoke those words to him, I literally watched as these little white flecks of light started to come out of his forehead, and they began to swirl like a funnel. This big flow of these sparks of light coming right out of this third eye, it's funneling up. And I told my sister Patty, "Look what's happening. He's leaving," right? And there it was, all this light leaving the body. And then the body ceased to function. And it was a really remarkable reminder for me that people sometimes need permission to go. Why would you want somebody you love to be in a body that's suffering? You know, give them permission. Give them permission. It's okay. I'll be fine. You'll be fine. You're just moving from this state of consciousness to another state of consciousness, right? Give them. Don't hold on to people. Let them go with love and grace. Yes, he is real. I know that happens a lot, Wendy. You're very blessed when that happens. When you have a dream and they come to you in the dream state, because in a dream state, you're not in the physical body. You're in the astral realm. In the astral realm, it's a non-physical dimension. So it's much easier for your family members, your angels, your guides to come through you in a dream state, because it's a non-physical state. It's easier to experience. So yeah, that was your husband. That's why it was so real, because it is real. Israel. Isn't that funny? The word Israel and Israel sound the same. So that was it real. The astral realm is a real state. So you can experience your loved ones there. Oftentimes in a state of meditation, you can put your body and your mind into a state where they're resembling sleep, and your awareness can experience the astral realm, and you can connect to the loved ones, the guides and angels there as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hi. That's wonderful. You have the parrot. Remember, your guides and your angels. So a lot of you get signs and symbols. The sign, don't get caught up in the signs and the symbols, okay? You want to get connected to the information that those signs and symbols are trying to get you to connect to. Right? You want to get connected. For me, the craving for a beer from my father was the symbol and the sign that he used for me to connect to him, not to the beer, not to the symbol, but to realize, oh, it was my dad. His energy is present with me. And you'll find that signs and symbols aren't about the signs and symbols, but about information that you can connect to if you become astute and are aware enough to feel the information that's being given to you from that symbol, like sequential numbers, 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 7 7 1 2 3 4, you know, or you start seeing geometric patterns. You get all of these different things that happen, right? And they're not there to do anything other than to wake you up to information that's being given to you. But we've been so trained by our environment to only look at the outside world and the meaning of things of the world. So you lose the meaning of the message of these symbols and signs. So when you get a symbol like the two parrots coming to your window every day and connecting with you. Again, if I tune into that energy, yes, there's a unity, a new relationship coming into your life from that. The information is that there's a new relationship coming into your life, a connection with another. That's going to be very important. That's about to join you. That's the information that I get from that. The symbol is the two parrots coming together and joining you, showing you the two together, right? But it's the information that you want to get to, not get caught up in the phenomena of symbols. Hi, guys. I love that. It's wonderful. What should my next move be? I think I know, but I could use some validation. Scared of mistakes. You don't need more. Who are you, you beautiful soul? Megan. Okay, Megan. The fear of the mistakes is what you need to transmute. The energy of the fear of the mistakes is what you need to transmute. And we're going to do that right now. So feel the fear you have about making mistakes. Feel the fear that you have about making mistakes. And observe where that fear is in your body. And speak these words to the fear of mistakes. These words. I'm willing to love you and take care of you, even if I do not understand you. I'm willing to love you and take care of you, even if I do not understand you. Think and speak those words to the fear of mistakes. And you'll feel that energy change. When you shift that energy of fear, then the energy of what you're doing will go into complete alignment with the outcome that you know is going to happen, right? Because it's the energy of fear that's causing the hesitancy. You're not on the wrong path, but you've recognized that the energy of fear is not conducive to the outcome that you want. So you need to learn how to shift the energy of fear from fear to something else. And you do that by imparting a new energy into your fear. In this case, the extension of love. When you say, I'm willing to love you, even if I don't understand you, you're imparting a vibration of love into the energy of fear, which transmutes it. Just like the energy of cold upon this glass will turn it into ice, or the energy of heat upon this water will turn it into steam. One vibration imparted onto another medium will change the medium onto which the vibration is imparted. So when you transmit love to your fear, you're changing the vibration of fear with the vibration of love. You'll transmute it. And please, when you have a chance and you experience the change in your energy, leave a comment in the comment section about what you've experienced. And again, I highly recommend take our upcoming Masterclass 101 Awakening. Go sign up today, WilliamMichaelForbes.com. Sign up. It's an introductory course on how to connect your guides, your angels, and so much more. You'll learn about meditation, how to change your mind, change your body, change your health. Don't waste any time. Your life is precious and valuable and deserves to have all the meaning and joy that you can give it. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly Keene saying, hi, William. My uncle recently passed. Can you check on him and call him? I'm getting a song in my head. It's a song. It's a song one of my mentors taught me a long time ago. It's thank you for that super chat, by the way. I appreciate it, Kelly. It's a playful song. I'll just say that. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But it's a really playful song. He always liked joking with you. He said you were always his favorite. He really enjoyed that. And I don't know why he's saying bounce the ball, bouncy ball. Like, you know, the bouncing ball, like they see in those songs, bouncing song, and the ball goes across it. It's like that. Playfulness, like go along, keep bouncing along. Okay, will do. Okay, guys, I'm so grateful for everybody that came out today. Remember, if you want to support this channel, give this video a like, a subscribe, a thumbs up, a share, a follow, whatever you can do to increase its function in the algorithm, to bring this information, this wisdom, this knowledge to as many people as we can during this time of ascension. I want to wish each and every one of you much love. Have yourselves the most wonderful and joyful day. And remember, today is a brand new today, and this is a brand new moment. Much love, everybody. Take care. Bye for now.